We've all seen examples of AI tools where things just become kind of soulless. With tools like MotionMaker, it's soul in and soul out.
SIRT is the Screen Industries Research and Training Center. We focus on, supporting companies in the film, television, and gaming industry.
SIRT is known for using cutting-edge technology to innovate and expand pipelines.
Part of our work is to test out virtual production technology as it comes out. So often we would put together like a short.
The concept for the scene we're working on is set in medieval times. We got some knights, we got some skeleton characters, a few ghost characters, basically all the fun stuff. I'm a huge fan of robots, aliens, monsters, zombies, all the fantasy stuff, so it's the perfect kind of scene.
Typically here we deal with motion capture. That sometimes can be a little bit challenging when, as we're animating, we realize we didn't capture it on the day, but we would have loved to have him, walk in this way or walk in this direction.
One of the issues is consistency. For example, let's say we have a mocap actor that's performing a style. Maybe what they're doing at the end of the day is not the same thing that they were doing at the beginning of the day. Sometimes you get tired. The style is influenced by that tiredness.
We're working with a vast variety of environments and virtual characters, and inevitably with limited resources.
Things like runs, walks, jumps, they create additional work for us, but they're always kind of the same. You don't want to be spending a week animating 4 walk cycles.
With MotionMaker's new Bring Your Own Data feature, we can create foundational motion animation for certain characters, and it will free up our time to focus on more of the cinematic stuff.
If we're making a scene or a crowd simulation or something like that, we can basically have an actor record a whole bunch of different idles, a whole bunch of different walk animations, and then focus just on the hero mocap, the really specific stuff.
Which solves 2 problems: spending too much time on doing repetitive tasks, and also it keeps the consistency.
Ultimately, you're trying to train a style. So you need to have a very clear understanding of what that style is, right? So if a character, has a specific cadence to their walk, then you actually need data acquisition. So in our facility, we use motion capture for that. Then you go through a processing stage. You'll take that animation data, retarget it to your character skeleton, and then you're going through a training process. So you basically tag all the different components of your motion data and press the train button. MotionMaker does its thing, and the output is a trained model. And at that point, you're able to use that model in Maya all completely locally.
It's very easy to, in Maya, draw out the path you want, do the blocking, generate the animation, and then now you have this foundation animation that you can work with.
Using MotionMaker Bring Your Own Data, I'm spending less time creating the boring mocap and focusing on the fun hero mocap.
Kevin the other day asked me if I could make the skeleton more menacing. I made an extra layer on top, made the shoulders more upward and more slouchy. I can focus on adding that artistic flair to it. Good use of AI is not content generation, it's actually style amplification. Instead of generating things from scratch, you have your own voice and you're using AI to amplify it and extend it.
When it comes to AI tools, there's a lot of obvious concerns with it. Is this something that's going to be useful to creatives, but is it going to be something that treats creatives right? Does it respect the art form that these creatives have spent so much time honing? Stuff like Bring Your Own Data for MotionMaker is a great way to do that because you can use MotionMaker using your own data to speed up your own workflow. And I think that's a great way to go about it because you're not leveraging other people's data for your own benefit without giving them any credit or any pay.
I think that things are becoming a lot more accessible. There's going to be a lot more content out there, and I think the people who are really creative are going to be the ones who really stand out and have that edge at the end.
Working in this space with 3D graphics and real-time technologies, there's this dream that the production pipeline is less linear and just, more unified, more circular. You're able to see your final outputs earlier in the process so that you can iterate a lot faster. That seamlessness is getting more refined every single day with tools like MotionMaker. It's been a real thrill to see these technologies emerge that just enable you to do more faster so you can be more creative.